Greeting viewers, my name is Infamous Kongozo, and I would like to also introduce you to one of our PhD student, Dr. from Hong, who is graduating with his PhD at DNC. Doctor, how are you, sir?
I'm fine.
How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm also good.
Thank God.
So, PhD is actually a huge achievement that many people are wanting to achieve. So how do you feel about this achievement of obtaining the PhD?
Yeah, I think it's the last of all terminal degrees, and everyone who finishes it must be happy. And I feel great, and I feel honored, at least, to be able to forward my paper, my thesis, and for my thesis to be accepted. I feel great, and I'm happy DUT for all the encouragement and motivations and everything that they have done. I think they have done a great job. Yes, DUT has done a great job because the support was massive.
So can you please briefly inform us about your study, the title of your study, and what problem does it try to address?
Well, actually, the study had to investigate the influence of sponsorship on consumer behavior in Ghana. Yep. Specifically, we're trying to establish the purchase intention, the relationship between fund attitude and purchase intention, then fund motivation and purchase intention. They also look at event fit with purchase intention. Then we also look at brand image and purchase intention, and brand perception and purchase intention, all circle around how sports fund or soccer funds react to sponsorship activities.
Wow. Okay, so in Africa, when you speak about sports and football in particular, I want to focus on football. Our African football is always entangled with politics. We have seen many countries being banned by FIFA, especially in the SADC region, countries, for example, like Zimbabwe. So when it comes to your literature review to speak about sponsorship at football, so did you find any literature that speaks to the governance of football in the African country and comparing it to other countries, because it seems like we're having this problem of always find ourselves in the wrong side, so being face many consequences of being banned by FIFA.
Oh, okay. Actually, mine was centered on behavioral aspect of soccer funds. However, I came across many literatures, especially one by also an Asante 2020 that talks about corruption in Africa and Europe. And then I think Amara and alongside 2019, they also compared Africa football and Europe. Then the last one was Oyinlola and Adeyemi. That was 2017. They also wrote about corruption in African football and in Europe. And it's like you all have same conclusion: corruption in Africa. This does not necessarily mean that the European football has no corruption story to write. However, we consider a lot of stories that are written by Africa has to do with corruption.
So are there any research gap that you have discovered in your literature review?
Yeah. My work has to do, as I said, has to do with behavioral aspects of soccer funds, towards the variables that I say, motivation, involvement, attitude, event fit, then perception, and brand image. So what I did was to test theories and validate them. You test the theories that are available, then you validate them. Then you also bring out in-depth analysis or clear analysis about the game football in Ghanaian context. In most cases, most of the literature that we read or the papers that we read are generalized concept. You see, somebody does a study in United Kingdom, South Africa, and the concept is generalized without taking into consideration the cultural concepts, the geographical concepts, economical concepts. So sometimes this effect has a bearing on the sponsorship responses. So a company may be sponsored. If you don't take into consideration all these factors, you may not get a response.
Well, it's such a lovely study to read, and I'm looking forward to maybe read it one day. So maybe last question, since PhD is actually a huge thing to achieve that many people are failing to do it because it's at a stage where you are an adult and have to focus on work and also while pursuing study. So how would you advise maybe someone that is sitting at home, maybe some of the young people in Ghana that want to pursue their PhD studies, not only locally in Ghana, but try also pursuing their studies in the neighboring countries or abroad?
Yeah, PhD has, to do PhD means you need to read a lot. And the school that you choose to can also enhance or help you deliver your intention. So if you want to do your PhD, then prepare to read a lot. Prepare to accept criticism. Prepare to accept criticism. And I think these are the two key areas that you may find it as challenging, because if you don't read a lot, you may not be able to get concepts. You may not be able to get more theories to test. You may not be able to get a theory that's conform to your local, because if you're doing a PhD work in Ghana, it means that it is Ghana-based, which means you are going to give a response that may go different from what somebody has done far away from that. Yeah. So when you read a lot and you prepare to accept criticisms, that goes out positive, because your supervisor will have to admit or accept whatever that you present. And it must be current. You must be current, yes. I don't think that there are some times that you may go far, like 10 years, 5 years to decide your work, but if you are current, you are likely to get works within 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I don't know if your question has been answered.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Sampong, thank you very much for this huge achievement.
Thank you.